So today we're talking more new perfume releases, what looks good, what looks not so good, and everything in between. As always, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming out, some that's already out, some that will be coming out shortly. So let's talk about all of it. Starting with Sol de Janeiro, their annual summer trio is out. I actually have them all right here. I just picked them up yesterday, and I of course will have or already have a dedicated review on these. I'm not sure about when I'm gonna post these videos, but most likely the video is already up, so if it is, I'll link it up here if you want to see my opinion on those. So I'm not going to get into that in this video, so yeah, stay tuned and go and watch that video for my thoughts. So we'll just skip over that. But yeah, if you are somebody that waits on these collections, I know a lot of people kind of collect these collections because they are limited edition every year. I was really hoping for this one to not disappoint me because last year's Sol de Janeiro trio was so bad. I did not like any one of them. So let's move on to the next. Next new perfume release is honestly a dud, just because it seems really redundant and just really unnecessary, even though I love this perfume. We have a new Juicy Couture Viva Juicy flanker. This is Viva Juicy Elixir, and it's this all black bottle with a pink bow. Looks really cute, but I'm looking at these notes and they look like the exact notes that are in all the other Viva Juicy's and every other flanker that they've ever done, which I feel like is many. And I'm reading a couple of the reviews on Fragrantica, and someone says this is the same as Viva Juicy but actually lasts less. So honestly, I didn't even need to read that review to already kind of predict that that was going to be the case. But yeah, this is going to be a no for me, even though I love Viva Juicy. There's a couple new gourmands, and Juliet Has a Gun actually has one called Madeleine Imperiale with absolutely delicious notes like Madeleine, vanilla, tonka bean, honey. There's also some oud in there, so kind of more intricate notes intertwined with the gourmands. I also see blood orange with the Madeleine though, and they are both in the top notes. And if you know me, you know I don't like the combo of citrus and gourmand, so hopefully that's not what this one gives. Otherwise, for me, it will be a really just nauseating kind of combo, but we'll see. Although the first review I'm seeing on Fragrantica, which by the way, take Fragrantica reviews with a grain of salt because they are always kind of all over the place, from one person raving about it then another person absolutely hating it, so don't take this for face value. But I just like to read a couple to just kind of maybe get an idea. But this one is literally the first one. It says it's not like the notes listed at all. It's a heavy oud with frankincense, and I'm seeing other reviews that are saying kind of the same thing, that it's very much an oud fragrance, not so much gourmand. So this might be one of those kind of false advertising kind of perfumes, which I feel like we've been seeing a lot, and it's really disappointing, especially when you go into a scent and you love gourmands and it's marketed as a gourmand and then all you're getting is oud. Big disappointment there, but I haven't smelled it, so I can't confirm, but that's just what I'm reading. Next up, I love Orabella. I love the whole line, the marketing. It's such a whimsical brand, and I'm all for that. So I love this house, and they are coming out with not only a perfume but also a trio of body mists. First off, the perfume is called Jasmine Blues, and it's got blue lotus, jasmine, bergamot, rose, clove, moss, musk, patchouli, resin, and cedarwood. Obviously more so a floral, woodsy, resinous kind of a fragrance. All of Orabella perfumes are more earthy and have that sort of more natural kind of vibe to them smell wise. Like, they don't smell like your typical perfumes. They are essential oil based. They don't have alcohol, so it's a bonus there. And honestly, to me, they kind of double as a body oil in a perfume, because unlike most perfumes where you spray and you're not supposed to rub or pat or anything like that, with Orabella you can actually, after you spray it, you can almost work the perfume in, and it creates such a beautiful glow on your skin. So it's a nice little oil to perfume combo. But anyways, I'm interested what this is going to be like. The marketing, as always, looks absolutely beautiful and ethereal, and I really like jasmine. This perfume is currently available to purchase online on Ulta and the Orabella website, but it will also be coming in stores at Ulta August 2nd, so definitely one that I will be smelling. And then, like I said, they have a trio of body sprays. These are hair and body mists, and there's 3 of them, starting with Gardenia's Whisper, which features rhubarb, jasmine, and gardenia. Not really a gardenia lover, as I've mentioned in previous videos, but this looks really pretty, and once they do come in stores, I will definitely smell all of them, but I definitely have my eye on one of these. Next one is Nectar Dew. This is a floral fruity with fig, pear, and peony. got my eye on this one, but also the next one, which is Golden Brulee, which is an amber gourmand that features plum, tonka, and vanilla. So like my favorite notes. These mists, in my opinion, are definitely on the higher end side. Each one of them retails for $39, so over $40 for a body mist is kind of crazy. But then you kind of consider the formula, and I guess that's where the price point kind of comes in, maybe, because they are hydrating, alcohol-free, infused with botanical waters, just better ingredients than most fragrance mists out there. So when you consider that, yeah, sure. But then when you look at it as just, oh, this is a body spray and you're paying over $40 for it, kind of crazy. I'm interested in smelling all of these because I do really love the brand. Sniff has a new fragrance release. This is a really milky lactonic gourmand scent. It's called 2%. It's got milk, lactones, vanilla, praline, and caramel. So super gourmand and obviously very milky, lactonic. From what I see in the marketing and some other fragrances that it's compared to, this seems to be a very cereal milk kind of scent. So if you're into that really ultra lactonic scent, this might be for you. One that I've been actually hearing a lot of really positive reviews of, and I honestly really want to go in store and check this one out, is this new Armani scent that just dropped. It's called Power of You from Giorgio Armani, and I had seen this, but for some reason I thought this was a cologne, so I didn't really look into it. And I started seeing people review it and kind of realized, oh, this is actually a perfume. Looks pretty good. It's got passion fruit, bitter orange, lemon, frangipani, solar notes, Madagascar vanilla, benzoin, labdanum. So like a juicy, more tropical scent, I would say, with a nice vanilla base. Looks really, really good. And I'm looking at the reviews, and there's very, very positive reviews of people that are saying this is absolutely delicious and mouth-watering. So I want to check this one out. Let me see if it's in stores. Yes, it is. It's currently in stores. It's at Sephora, it's at Ulta. The full 3 fluid ounce bottle retails for $138, and the Sephora sale is actually going on right now. So if any of these perfumes are out that I'm talking about in this video that you want to check out, the sale is currently going on. So make sure you take advantage of that if there's anything you have your eye on. But yeah, this one I have my eye on. There's a new Glossier You flanker. I have been disappointed by every single one of the Glossier You flankers. I love the original. The original is one of my top favorite perfumes. So maybe I just hold this scent at such a high standard that nothing just comes close to it. But literally all the flankers have been one disappointment after the other. And this one I actually got to smell when I went to Sephora to get the Sol de Janeiro mist, and I smelled it, and while it was nice, it didn't stand out to me. And I cannot tell you what I remember that smelling like, even though I remember what perfumes that I smelled like 20 years ago smell like, you know? So just really unmemorable, but it was a pleasant scent. At least I remember that. And I can't say that about the other flankers that I straight up just didn't like. So there's that. It's just didn't stand out for me to be like, oh yeah, I want to buy this. I'd still much rather would stick with the original. But this one has bergamot, jasmine, rice, tiare, milk, water, and Ambrox Super. This is obviously more of a tropical, summery kind of take on the original You. It's supposed to be this cool citrus scent with creamy florals, so it has some warmth in there. It was definitely on the sweeter side, not a sweet scent, but with a lot of warmth. Nice and beachy, but just really unmemorable. If you wanted a summer scent, I feel like there's a million others that would probably do the job much better, in my opinion. Next, Le Monde Gourmand has 4 new fragrances that are all in collaboration with Alice in Wonderland, and they all look really, really cute. Now, these ones all retail for $30, but some of them are on sale, what I'm seeing. They're on sale at Ulta for $22 right now. The first one is Fête de Vanille. This one has bright bergamot, juicy apple, warm hazelnut, blooming rose, creamy jasmine, fluffy vanilla, sugar crystals, marshmallow creme, and sweet musk. The marketing is super delicious and gourmand, so this one would be like one that's more right up my alley. These are in stores at Ulta, so you can go in and smell them. I have not, but honestly, looking at this one specifically, kind of thinking about it. Okay, then there's Potion Enchanté. This is the fruity floral one, and it's got raspberry and peach, star jasmine, and blue cedarwood. Then there's Melody de Thé. I'm so sorry about these pronunciations, but this one is a citrus floral with sugared lemon, hibiscus tea, and musks. Not a fan of sugary lemon scents, as we all know, so this would be probably one I'd be skipping on. There's one last one. This is Rouge de Coeur, and it's a floral amber scent with Pink Pepper, Damask Rose, and Amber Woods. These are cute. They are affordable scents, which is great. I think my favorite one would be the vanilla one. Predictable, not really. I would definitely smell them whenever I'm in Ulta next. Next, there's a new Replica scent. I got to smell this at Sephora also. This is called Up at Dawn. This one was pretty. When I smelled it, I could 100% smell this violety iris kind of scent, which really got me. I was like, oh, this is really pretty, because I love that scent and kind of like the slight powderiness makeup vibe that it gives. Looking at these notes, there's no violet or iris, so I'm really confused because I 100% swore I could smell that in there. It's got earthy notes, pink pepper, elemi, rose, ambrette, orris, musk, patchouli, moss, cashmere, and it kind of reminded me of springtime in a park, but like a little bit of a fresher version, a little bit earthier, not as floral as springtime in a park, but nothing that was really standing out to me. Kind of reminiscent of like the Chloe line of fragrances that's just super fresh and floral. So if that's your vibe, then this was really pretty. It's just, it was a little too floral for me with very minimal, if any, warmth. Next up, I've been looking at Balmain recently after discovering one of my favorite perfume ever, which is the Balmain Destin scent, which has literally gone up there in like my top 10 fragrances for life right now. I'm so obsessed with it, I can't put it down. So I've been starting to really look at their perfumes, and this is called Rose Desa from Balmain Beauty, and it's this really pretty rose water based perfume. Although I'm not a predominantly floral kind of person, even though there's certain perfumes that I do like that are complete florals, it's just, you know, it has to be the right kind of floral. I do love a good rose water scent. I think the best way rose is done in any perfume is when it smells like rose water. I love rose water. It's so therapeutic to me. I have rose water that I spray on my face every single day. I'm obsessed with rose water, and this one is pretty much based off that. It's got rose water in it, pink pepper, which I also love, orange blossom, rose, and base notes of musk and tonka. It just seems like the prettiest feminine floral scent, but a good kind of floral that I enjoy, not so much, you know, the overwhelming kind of floral. That's not what I think this seems, and I love pink pepper. So yeah, rose and pink pepper, I love the combo. From what I'm seeing, this is not out yet, but it's definitely one that I want to get my nose on as soon as I can. Next up, this one, from the name of it, at first I was like, oh, this is gonna just be a boring laundry fresh scent, but I looked at the notes and I wanted to include it in this video because I love the notes. This is Rinse Cycle from Noyz. I actually think the name of it is kind of interesting, and it kind of immediately makes you think of a laundry clean scent, but the notes actually are a lot more complex than just clean laundry. It's got guava, it's got pear, lemon, water lily, cherry blossom, musk, vanilla bean, sandalwood, musk. Again, so pretty. Love guava, love pear, water lily, cherry blossom, vanilla bean. It actually sounds delicious. Seems like a fresh, you know, maybe might be laundry and soapy-esque. Those fruits tell me otherwise. Like, this is definitely one I'm interested in smelling because I love guava and pear, so I can only imagine how good that would be combined. And then the vanilla bean in the base, it just looks so good. Doesn't look like just a laundry scent. This one was actually kind of a misleading one, but in a good way. Next, there's a new scent from Mancera, which is Mochi Musk. I love Mochi, and we've actually had a couple Mochi scents. Wasn't there like a Mochi Milk by Deadcool, I think? But there's this one as well, and the notes sound so good. This has pistachio, rice powder, brown sugar, pistachio again, ice cream, Italian iris, vanilla, and then musk, tonka bean, and ambergris. So freaking good. Delicious pistachio ice cream. It seems like a pistachio gelato with like powderiness, warmth, sugar. Honestly, notes are kind of giving me pistachio gelato from Kayali, but we'll see. I mean, it's Mancera scent, so I'm sure they're taking this in a more unique and high-end direction. At least I would hope so, because it is an expensive perfume. But yeah, this is an interesting one that I would love to smell, although Mancera is kind of more of a niche scent, so I feel like this would be kind of hard to smell, and I wouldn't blind buy anything that's over $200, which this definitely is, so I don't know. And lastly, there's a new Tom Ford fragrance release. It's called Modern Tropic, and I like to just include these for fun because honestly, I've never liked any. Actually, that's a lie. I have liked a couple Tom Ford scents, although never one enough to actually spend that kind of money on them. Honestly, a lot of their scents are kind of a mess to me, and I know that that's kind of controversial because I know Tom Ford has a really big cult following, and they're more like these just really raunchy, complex scents, not for everybody, but I mean they are really unique, so I'll give them that. But this one is bergamot, green mango, sea salt, tiare flower, coconut water, jasmine, sandalwood, musks, and vetiver. So a tropical, summery Tom Ford scent. Kind of interesting. Again, I would smell this, but 10 out of 10, I already know I wouldn't buy this. That is it for some, literally just some of the new upcoming releases. There's so many more than even all the ones I just talked about, because perfumes are coming out at like the speed of light at this point. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.